What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 6 of my Total Warhammer II modded Count Noctilus campaign. So as we saw last time, after an epic battle against Teclis, who managed to ambush Harkon, he lost about half his army, after which we moved back into the Awakening and have started to rebuild it better than it was before by including a bunch of boarding crew. We were also unfortunately going negative into our predicted income after some of these new units, as well as between the episodes me getting the rotting Promethean mounts for both of our gunnery wights. I think it was about time, plus they only increased the money by about 1,000, or not 1,000, no, 100 gold a piece, which is really not that horrible. In addition to that, we also got to use Queen Bess for the first time last episode, and hopefully many more uses for Queen Bess as we keep going through this. Lovely. What a great frickin' unit. It's just so enjoyable to watch. Other than that, we did go for our first Skull Island and get a decent amount of cash, which partly I have begun to use, but have not decided what to get otherwise. I mean, partly as well. Let's keep upgrading everything we can. Just gotta make sure that we don't run out of money here. 3.6k, that's a little bit steep. And it won't, it'll unlock the gunnery wight, but it won't give us an increased capacity in them, unfortunately. What should we do otherwise? I'm just thinking, what should we build? We probably should build these mangroves of monsters, as we do want to get Silostra up and running fairly soon, in, what, 6-7 turns? Something along those lines. So that's pretty good. Dead Pirate Totems, honestly, this probably does not give us anything here. A Buccaneer's Tavern, a little bit of money, local recruitment capacity. I guess we'll get this for now. Honestly, doesn't really give us anything, but what else do we build here? I mean, I guess we could just build all the military buildings in the Galleon's Graveyard. At least they'll give us a bunch of crazy garrison stuff. There's benefit to that, I suppose. It's not like this province generates an insane amount of income anyway. In fact, let me just see. Wait, we have 4 buildings remaining. One of them will go to the Wreck of the Heldenhammer, and then we'll have 3. So let's say 1, 2, and then one of these 3. But we probably do still want to build the Great Altar of the Necrocs, just because, even though this thing still allows us most likely to... Yeah, it still allows us to unlock the recruitment of Necrofex Colossi, so we don't technically need this here, but it does increase their capacity, which is a good thing. Either way, we still want this. I don't know whether we want the Black Powder Depot here, because we have them everywhere. Ooh, but it does give Norse Roar abilities for armies in region, which will mean it'll be better on the defensive in this particular territory. Now, we get the Giant Feeding Cavern. Missile resistance for all armies. Why not? But honestly, this would be useful as well. Leadership when under siege. Pretty much everything's useful. You gotta go through these things anyway. Well, let's upgrade this later, though. I don't think we need it right now. And, oh, right, we do have to get the Pirate Fortress here as well. We have to get the Pirate Fortresses pretty much everywhere. That's a question, then. Leaves us with fewer of these buildings that we can build here. Well, presuming that we ignore this, we build Pirate Fortress here, and then we build our landmark building here, and then we have room for 2. If we ignore both of these, we could do both of these if we really wanted to. Let's just build this for now, and then I'll think about it. Alrighty, well, with that, I do believe we can end the turn. Not much to do other than wait for Wendy to be able to build a Pirate Cove at Nagaron in exactly 2 turns, so that's it. Let's end the turn. Let's proceed to the next island. Keep making money. Lovely. Hopefully we even get a few more of these things appearing somewhere. And we'll get Silostra up and running too. Ooh, and I think Harkon will be finished with his recruiting, therefore we can move back in and raid, and therefore go positive, I think, again. Military alliance between the Thousand Maws and Karant Kar, not surprising at all there. Alrighty, keep moving through this. Nothing interesting is happening here. I'm just waiting to see... Wait. I think the Blessed Dread have already moved. I was just wondering if they declare war on us. There we go. Harkon's army is finished. Income from Smuggler's Cove plus 20% versus a straight up 3,000 money. 20%. We are currently getting... How much money are we currently getting from Smuggler's Cove? Wait, what is Smuggler's Cove? Is that the Picaroon's hideout building? I don't know. 3,000 is also not as much. I'd be curious to see if this means the Picaroon's hideout or not. Let's see. A rival band of pirates have requested access to some of our coves and are willing to pay for it. Should we allow them to shelter in our territory or kill them and liberate the loot that they're currently carrying? So it's for 15 turns, though. So even though that one only generates like 500 money, it's probably still worth it over 15 turns, especially as we'll get another one in a couple turns. Fine. Just go for coin from Curse. Let's see, we're at 1064, we go to 1046. Okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't worth it at all. Well, too late to do anything about it now. You can start moving in, or we could sail around and go to the Fuming Serpent. I do wonder. We could put it under siege. Ooh, we might actually... It's actually easier to take the Star Tower? Huh, that's interesting. You know what? Let's see. Move you to here first. Wait, how much stance do we need to move into this? 25%. So just make sure you don't go past that. We might still go into March stance. I want to see if there's a full stack at Fuming Serpent. We don't want to take too many territories, but we're at 1, 2, 3. We could go 4, 5 by taking all of this. Oh, Teclis is still out here as well, eh? Yeah, these guys might keep fighting amongst themselves. That would be very nice. I don't think they're gonna take swamps anyway. Yeah, you know what? Let's move here to the Star Tower. There is a stack here, but it is, it's pretty weak. We can definitely siege this if Teclis fails. If we force them into a fight outside, that would actually be pretty beneficial. Also, these places can generate a ton of cash, so just like the Awakening could be pretty useful. And plus, it's time for Luther Harkon to do some more fighting. Maybe not one where he gets ambushed, although out of all the vampires, I do expect him to get ambushed, but then also to succeed regardless of that. Now, I don't remember if Fel Cargo actually has a battle or not, so we're going to move in March stance, and then we'll see, I guess. If it does, it does. And if it doesn't, we'll just come back here, right? Ah, yeah, okay. Barrels of rum, wax-sealed rations, upkeep minus... Oh, that really helped. That's an 800 gold switch. Very nice. And then go right here, and then we'll move past this reef next turn. I don't want to take attrition after all. Alrighty, pretty happy with the way that turned out. Next, another Skull Island. Ooh, hello. You're building up some stuff. And then also we gotta remember that the next Pirate Cove is up and running soon. Beautiful. Alrighty, well, I'm pretty happy with the rest of this. Hero not moved. Well, you are going to move next turn to establish that Pirate Cove. I don't remember what the cost is, but I guess we're about to find out by ending the turn and proceeding. Eatane is just as strong as us. I don't actually know whether that's strong or weak at this point, to be perfectly honest.
Deliver your message, Alan, or my servants may think you are for slaughtering.
I just like to hear Noctilus talk. Alright, no defensive. Whoa! Somebody lost all his armies. That's not so good. Oh, man. Hopefully Arcan doesn't die. Our only ally. We also still have to make time and get to Sartosa. Have Aranessa join us as well so that we can have battles all over the world, essentially, while Noctilus still does his reaving across the seas. Alrighty, there we go. Finally, we get another Pirate Cove. 3,000, not horrible. Don't fail. Can you even fail? I don't know. You're gonna go Picaroon's hideout as well. And lovely. Another infamy gained per turn. You also leveled up off of that, and you are going to go through... Well, start going through Renowned, I guess. Does this actually give us anything? Wait. Own armies in region. This doesn't actually give us anything. No, never mind. Don't do that. Then go to... Oh, no, honestly, none of this gives us anything. You know what? Just get this so we don't have to... Yeah, fine. So we don't have to see the whole... You have to apply a skill point every single turn. And it's gonna get annoying otherwise. Alrighty, Lord's not moved. Noctilus, you are first on the list, buddy. Heading towards that next Skull Island. Hurt though you are. I'm almost tempted to take Monument of the Moon again and heal up there. Because Noctilus is gonna take... Yeah, he's gonna take a very long time to heal up like this. Might be beneficial to do so. Just abandon it again. It's not like the public order is gonna be an issue, because we're pretty good. Oh no, what's the cost gonna be, actually? I'm curious. Oh, we have to actually click to find out. Damn. Oh, no, you don't. 1,700, eh? Is it worth the heal? I mean, how would we heal otherwise? That's the problem. Fine. Move in. It'll also waste the turn, though. Maybe we could do it without. You know what? Screw it. Go past it. Maybe we can do the next Skull Island without it. We'll see. We do have Queen Bess to rely upon now, so I'm a little bit less concerned. Alrighty, Pox Marshal, let's get that next level of towers. We'll be basically out of money, but hopefully we will rectify that situation in a couple of seconds. Ooh, hello. If it isn't these guys. Now you could land here and attack what's your name? Epondilas. And we could draw out this garrison, killing hopefully a lot of them in the field. Especially while Teclis is hurt. He's not that hurt, but he's hurt enough that I think that, especially while not being ambushed, we've got a decent chance. Let's do it. You're not able to land, are you? Alright, fine. Go around and land at the start. Are you just not able to land at all? What the hell are you doing? Land right here. Alright, there. Now can you attack? You can't attack anybody. Oh, that's so irritating. Come on. You've landed right there. You can attack anybody. Oh, you had full movement points. Luther Harkon, come on, man. Now they're going to be able to heal up and get some units recruited as well. Well, now we're stuck. This is once again exactly what I would expect from Luther Harkon, though, so it's kind of funny, and I'm not even that mad. Alrighty, well, I guess we end the turn because there's nothing else to do, and then we fight a much tougher battle next turn. Let's get to it. It's the voices, man. It's the voices. Oh, well, at least they will attack us themselves. That certainly helps us out. Now, in terms of elite units, they do have some Elven Rangers. They do have more Lothern Seaguard and a decent amount of better units than they had last time. Well, let's see if we can pull this off, because we do have our own boarding crew available now, although they do have a bigger melee line, and we have a smaller melee line. So let's find out. Go. Alrighty, here we go. Teclis strikes again, but this time we have the well, maybe not the advantage, but at least we're not getting ambushed this time, so there's a pretty big difference already. Well, it looks like we do have one advantage here, and that is we are holding the high ground, so they're going to have a little bit of a difficult time moving up here, although unfortunately the vast majority of their army, or at least their reinforcing army, well, actually this army as well, is once again made up of archers, so actually pretty good in terms of facing the type of army that we have. If they were more melee oriented and less range oriented, we'd probably have an easier time just destroying them all as they moved up to us. But hey, it is what it is. On the bright side, now we are going to get some use out of our new boarding crews, which are hopefully going to be a little bit better than our other units. Let's check these guys out. Okay, so they look like Empire troops essentially, of various types that have been, well, you know, zombified and drowned, presumably, and all that. Alrighty. Well, let's hope that these guys affect. Once again, let's check your stats. 37, 44, 75 weapon strength with all the buffs, and 50 missile strength, although that's obviously with more powder. Oh, what is this? Midnight Cutlass, piercing missile damage, piercing weapon damage, strong vigor, extra powder. Wait, what is the Midnight Cutlass coming from? What is that? I'm a little bit confused as to what this magical void, extra powder. Is that their own ability that they have as they, depending on their HP? I haven't actually read this. Aha, hit points less than 50% base disabled. Oh, okay, so they're very strong as long as they have, a high level of HP. Okay, that's pretty good. That actually increases their weapon strength considerably, well, also their missile strength. But yeah, it does mean we'll have to be careful with these heroes. Oh, so they essentially have martial prowess, ironically enough, in a way, because as long as they maintain high HP, they will have these buffs. That's kind of interesting, especially considering we're facing Teclis here. I just want to see the stats on martial prowess here. So, well, actually, I feel like our ability is a little bit better. So that's pretty nice. Should really be making sure to read the various abilities other than extra powder. We all know how extra powder works. As long as you have that ammunition, you do have a lot of buffs, but that always goes away fairly soon. Bloody Wave is your explosion if you get attacked and damaged. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the actual battle. Moving all the other units in, but mostly curious to see how boarding crew fails, and fares rather. Look how they're ignoring the units that are moving up in front, like the zombie-powered gunnery mobs, and the, well, same, but with bombs, and going for the more expensive boarding crews. Well done to the AI, at least it's focusing the appropriate units. Once again, it is going to fly the Eagles in, but we are focusing them down with our gunnery mobs out here. Here we go. That should rip them apart fairly quickly. This should also rip apart a fair few of our own gunnery mob units, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to invest into killing some of these eagles, the first of which goes down. We are immediately also going to, once again, get that really cool summoning spell, open up a portal to the bottom of the ocean and summon the rotting Prometheans. Here we go. That summon effect is so cinematic. I love it. And the reason for that is to try to catch Teclis. Unfortunately, Teclis ran right through it. He has been getting hit by a bunch of our range units. We are going to have Luther Harkon actually chase him down and hopefully kill him. Here we go. Where are you, Luther? Come here. Run through those spears. Alrighty, I guess the, the rotting Prometheans are coming up. Oh, a lovely little charge from them. And then Luther Harkon is hopefully on their heels at this point, still trying to make it through. There we go. He's quick once he's no longer trapped. And Teclis will now be getting a lot of damage. He's also terrified, which is quite unfortunate for him, I guess. Over on this side, our range units are doing pretty good, and that includes the boarding crew who still have, it looks like, their Midnight Cutlass. They've been able to rip apart some of these archers. However, on this portion of the map, or on this flank, we're doing a little bit worse than we are on that one. We do have some more elite units as well. We tried to get our scurvy dogs to actually chase down a few of the archers of the first army before the reinforcements came in, but unfortunately they didn't quite work out. Ooh, the bombs as these guys... that was actually pretty nice. We used the bombs to cover the retreat of the boarding crew by staggering the High Elven Rangers. I like that. I like that. Also, do the boarding crew also have fire while moving? Yes, indeed they do, so that should come in handy as we move forward. Alrighty, well done to the bombs. I was originally kind of on the fence about the bombs and needing them or not, but it looks like they're doing fairly well. Ooh, Rangers getting hit by some gunfire over there, and are about to probably get hit by the boarding crew as they turn and start firing on them as well. There we go, there's the turn. Let's get a volley in here. There we go. Obviously, I wanted to see how well the boarding crew would fare. Oh, and it looks like Teclis is going to go down. Luther Harkon looks like he did manage to chase him down, as he is very conspicuously standing over his corpse there and, well, not flourishing his sword, but he may as well be, because he should probably celebrate that. Already over here, we have broken through this flank, whereas they have broken through almost this flank, so it's about even thus far. In fact, it remains in their favor. But generally, when it's only very slightly in the favor of AI, I tend to think of that as more in favor towards the player. So I think we're doing pretty good thus far. Spearmen are unfortunately going to distract our zombie pirate gunnery mob with bombs, but that's okay. We're also going to get Luther Harkon to actually move in here and try to distract the enemy. I also want to point out that our mortars have been firing into this blob of Lothran Seaguard this entire time, and just look at their HP. They're all basically completely fine. Man, with the without the buffs of the gunnery wight and the various chevrons and other buffs, the mortars are just so trash. These guys have been blobbed up so perfectly that it seems like they should be taking a ton of damage, but man, it really isn't happening, and still the mortars are missing. Look at all these blobs. One shot from Queen Bess, just one, would rip half this army apart. That's the freaking hilarious thing about all this. And carronades would also do pretty nicely as well. Damn, really unfortunate to see inaccurate mortars. I wonder why the Empire mortars are so superior compared to these guys. But anyway. Probably because they're crewed by zombies, go figure. Okay, it looks like we managed to chase off those unit of High Elven Rangers, although it did seem that one of our boarding crews did get kind of beat up on that. They got hit with the Malkoth's Mystifying Miasma as well, so they're reloading not too fast, and they are taking additional damage. This one still has its Midnight Cutlass, so it can still dish out the damage, but at this point, I think the main goal for our army is to sort of surround this blob of Lothran Seaguard and essentially force them away. Maybe get a few hits with those mortars. There we go. Finally, one hit. These ones are sort of landing among the cab, which isn't going to do anything, but if we just get some nice hits into that blob, it would be so great. And it would make me very happy. Also, we're finally getting some use out of our scurvy dogs who are chasing around the enemy archers and any units that run away. Other units are also chasing down this portion of units that have broken through this flank, but fortunately this flank seems like is a victory for us. And there we go, seeing some more mortars finally land amongst the enemy. I wonder how many kills you guys are going to get, boarding crew. Keep doing your thing. And there we go. We are actually moving forward now. And the benefit here is, as you can see, as many units forward as possible. The goal here is once again to make the enemy units, the ranged units specifically, run away. As we've seen previously with the Teclis battle where we were ambushed and just barely made it. Though these guys are archers, they would be more willing to run away. So we definitely got to make use of that once again. Alrighty, looks like their rangers are out of the picture. They still have a decent amount of spearmen up front, so still guarding the units, but we do still have our gunnery mobs with handguns firing at them, so I'm not too worried. The Rotting Prometheans, though summoned, were able to hold the ground for quite a while, so I'm also fairly happy with their performance. Now, Luther Harkon went in here and decided to duel an enemy noble, but the noble looks like he's overstatted, I guess. Ooh, Plague of Rust and the Enfeebling Foe. No frickin' wonder Luther was getting wrecked. I was wondering how the noble was wrecking Luther's face so easily here, and yeah, with those debuffs, that's pretty damn considerable. No freaking wonder. Should have tried to get that mage out of the picture before getting into any duel, and this is why you once again do have to be very careful with your vampire admirals slash lords. Lose them and your battle is pretty much over, especially as you don't have the buffs that the AI does in terms of leadership and all that, so your army will crumble. Fortunately, we are now going to move in. We're actually going to ignore the noble and just move further and further towards the main portion of the enemy blob, trying to get them to run, but also advancing forward. Ooh, I love the volleys. I love fire while moving. It's so fun. I actually really like the what are they called? Free Company Militia on in the Empire roster. They're really fun to use, and these guys are very similar to that. Sort of identical, in fact. I think I'll Sartosa Free Company as well for Haranessa, but yeah, anyway. This is quite effective, and you can see that the entire blob is moving away. Some of them are breaking due to damage, but otherwise a lot of them are just moving away due to that automatic skirmish mode that they're in. Fortunately, now the balance of power has shifted in our favor. The enemy have lost over 1,200 troops, whereas we have lost less, and you don't want to be losing more elves than the enemy is losing zombies. That's never really a good sign. Over here, Luther Harkon is still fighting the enemy noble and mage, but now with the support of a unit of boarding crew who are adding their considerable weapon strength to this matter, even though it is not armor piercing, at least against a mage, who, well, 75 armor is still pretty good, but not as much as something like, well, actually, the noble, when disabled, or whether when debuffed, you've lost like 30 armor or something like that. So, yeah. Either way, the boarding crew can actually add some damage and help Luther Harkon out. Plus, he's got his 85 melee attack back up, so not really worried about him. In the meantime, keep chasing the enemy army. Make sure that all those Lothran Seaguard can't... well, they can't keep their shields turned toward us, so we can keep shooting them in the back, but also so that they can't fire their bows. Well done, boarding crew. Although I'm pretty sure still that the boarding crew, let's see, 33 melee attack, 63 melee defense, 37 melee attack, 44 melee defense. Well, while their weapon strength is good, their melee attack might not be good enough to deal with the Lothran Seaguard, but that does not matter because this battle is just about over. When we don't get ambushed, and with the boarding crew, we do reasonably well for ourselves. We just need a few more actual ringers in this particular army, maybe a few depth guards, something like that. And oh, never actually took a look at this map. Nice little oh, it's not a canyon. We've got the sea on this side. Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice map. Ooh, we got some little burning braziers, or whatever we want to call these things. Signal fires, perhaps. Lots of these. It's like an entrance into the jungle here with all of these pillars, or, well, they're not really obelisks. Towers? I don't know. Not totems. What would you call these structures? Not these ones, right here. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, but it's a pretty nice map. I always get distracted by maps, or at least I generally get distracted by maps. So we even have a little pyramid here closer to the actual battlefield. Lovely. Anyway, how's the chasing going on? Looks like the enemy mage has died and the enemy army has chain routed, but we already knew that. That's why we've been chasing them around. The scurvy dog's gonna get to work. Let's speed it up to max. There's not much to see anymore as the battle is already over. And yeah, we did really manage to capitalize on our units once again, countering enemy archers by being able to move forward and attack them like that. I do wonder how we would have fared if the enemy army was almost no archers and just like nothing but, for example, elven rangers. Probably we would have obliterated them if they were basic units like spearmen or something like that, but I am curious if they were anti-trash tier infantry blenders like the elven rangers tend to be, although obviously they aren't meant to be frontliners. But anyway, we really did well. We did get attacked, and once again Teclis thought he had the advantage this time without the ambush, and we did manage to pull it off. Some unit losses, but I think we can certainly take that, and hopefully we can capitalize on this in a second. Let's see how much damage we did. I'm really curious to compare the boarding crew compared to the regular gunnery mobs with the sword and pistol, as well as all the other units on the field. And I'm very curious to see how little damage those mortars did despite firing into that massive blob. Unbuffed mortars, man. Alrighty, well, it certainly was a victory. There's no denying that. The only thing is, was it enough of a victory? Hey, we got a whoa, pyrotechnic compound, range plus 18, ammunition plus 18, armor piercing plus 25. Luther feels like he doesn't do enough range damage to make this worthwhile, so maybe we give this to one of the gunnery whites. And oh, what if we put this on Noctilus? Once he has his Necrofex Colossus, that's going to be a pretty big difference. Range, ammunition, armor piercing, missile damage. Yeah, okay, that's definitely something we hold on to for now. Very nice. Okay, well, that was a very good pickup. I'm actually hoping that we can get a few more of these. But anyway, as I was saying, the problem here is that a lot of their units survived and will thus continue to defend their garrison. And on top of that, since this is their turn, they're going to revive a lot of the units that they've lost here. I think we have no choice, even though I would like the money to assimilate those captives and get some of those units back. Although, let's see how much damage our boarding crews did. 18k, 11k, 9k, and 13k, as compared to the 11k, 8k, and you two died. Pretty good. Pretty good. It looks like the boarding crew did fairly well, and they didn't really get into melee, so they could have done even better. I really wish that the doggos were faster, although they did fairly decently there nonetheless. Alrighty, well, let's heal up. These guys are going to heal up themselves. Oh, they're going to move away, eh? This would probably allow us to at least siege the place. Oh, damn it. Look who's here. That's an annoyance. I don't think we can siege immediately anyway. We got a rank for Luther Harkon. We're probably going to have to raise some dead here. Unfortunately, there's no battle marker even after all that, because the elves are just not numerous enough to give us a good battle marker out of our fights. But oh well, it is what it is. Luther, you can raise... Well, I guess we go for a zombie-powered gunnery mob, like one of the ones that died, and then just a zombie-powered deckhands mob. Could definitely get some uses out of a bloated corpse. Let's see what we have here in terms of defenses. I wonder how much we'd lose if we went in. But yeah, let's get a regular mob like that. Let's also level up Luther. Ooh. We got all this stuff available now. Arsonist, missile strength for carronades and stuff. Yeah, that's all great, but we don't really have any of those right now. Campaign movement range and forger, income from all enemy buildings, income from raiding. Well, I love the income from raiding, but once again, not super useful at this current time. We do want all hand... Wait. We can't get that. We need to get one of these first. Damn. But this is the rank. Yeah, we're nowhere near any of these ranks, so it's kind of pointless to get all this stuff anyway. So maybe we give Luther his monkey jacket so he doesn't get killed that easily. I mean, honestly, all this stuff doesn't really benefit us that much, with the exception, I suppose, of Smuggler. But it's not like we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway. 'Cause we're going to be moving a lot right now anyway Alright, and we've summoned, and let's attack.
I'm getting twitchy.
Alrighty, decisive victory, and I really don't feel the need to fight this. Hopefully we don't take an insane amount of casualties. Let's find out. This is so risky. Okay, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, we'll take it. We're not going to sack the place, we are going to occupy it. These are elven colonies and ports, and they will generate a decent amount of cash. Now, our Imperium power is still okay, but we're now at 1, 2, 3, 4 settlements. Yeah, so basically... Wait, can we have 5? Or wait, we're fine at 1 to 5, but if we get 6... then we get screwed over. Well, if we can take the Fuming Serpent, although it does look like the Blessed Dread will do it for us, and oh man. Black Ark Corsairs. I have learned to fear Black Ark Corsairs. Very much so. Wow, what the hell? Look at this weapon strength buff. Huh. Jaden, a Leviathan Rage. You are giving a lot. Look at the weapon strength being doubled. What the hell? Dark Shards with 52 weapon strength? How the hell? What the hell is going on here?
I am the pirate.
They have almost as good as weapon strength as our melee-focused units. Huh. Freaky.
What do you think?
I wonder why their weapon strength is being buffed so massively. I wonder what this specific upgrade is. It's not any of this. Oh, it's probably this. Oh, it's a brutal business. We have this activated too. But it only applies to melee weapons as I suspected. Damn, well that's unfortunate. Fractured Mind. Now here's the question. Do we want to maybe save the rest of our points so we can get this stuff? For example, Hand Cannon. Oh, that'll help with the item he just got as well. Moment of Lucidity, Pirate King gives us leadership aura size for all armies, faction wide, but more importantly, upkeep reduction. Bolstered marksmanship will make him a little bit better in missile damage. Just ignore the rest of this for now. You know what? Yeah, fine. We're going to hold on to some skill points. And otherwise, I believe we're good to end the turn. If we hold on to this, we don't get any money right now. Blessed Dread will take the Fuming Serpent, although if they get very badly hurt, we might be able to take it from them. Of course, they will keep fighting. Wait. Are these your last 2 settlements? You're almost dead, Tech? Oh, damn, Teclis is almost dead. I was hoping to get the Ruin Unrestrained buff to count Noctilus as well, but it looks like that might not be possible.
Feel my power.
Also, I just realized if we get the Blood Swamps as well, we'll be at 6 settlements. So maybe we hold on to the Star Tower and just raid these places? Ooh, this is also giving us money. You know what, stay here for now, we'll see what happens next turn. Skip the rest of this. We do have to move Wendy out, though. You're going to Reichland. Reichland you go. Wait, did I get the upgrade being constructed? Oh, for the love of... Go through the sea, please. You should default to the sea in the first place. Alrighty, and 4 turns until the next tech, but we are going to switch techs, because I think we're pretty good in terms of our armies right now, even using basic units. So I'm reasonably happy with that. Oh, also you. Now here's the... Oh, you can't move there in 1 turn anyway. Alright, fine, go here. Well, we have to summon some units anyway. We could land here and summon some out of the High Sentinel if we wanted to, but what if we get suddenly attacked by Wolfheart? You can summon them, I think, next turn then. And you still can't heal, unfortunately, which will make this a dangerous battle, although I think it's a battle that we won't have time for this episode, unfortunately, as I'm pretty sure we're out of time. Just check here. We still got some time. I could be wrong here. Let's end the turn, let's proceed. And alright, this is all happening. The Fuming Serpent is still theirs, and the Blessed Dread is going to siege it. I wonder how much damage they'll take after this. Definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on here. Although they do have plenty of armies out here anyway, so it's not like... Yeah, see, the thing is, once they kill off these guys, they're gonna go for us. It's pretty much a guarantee. I wonder how close we are to getting Silostra up and running as well. Negative growth, okay, that's not so great. Ready for duty. Robert Bartholomew. Oh, you're in the Galleon's... Oh, there. I was just talking about you, Silostra. You dig. There we go. Great Hoard of Treasure may be received. And 15,000 money and 150 infamy. Very nice. That was certainly worthwhile. We needed the cash. From the Depths, Blade Master, you do have a lot... Oh, you already have your Barded Warhorse. How much do you cost, I wonder? Also, you have Fallen from Grace, abilities, Sword of Oh, you have a free Sword of Anti-Heroes. It's not bad either. Wait. Oh, right, we got this. Who do we put this on? Huh. Maybe we put this on Luther Harkon. And not Noctilus, I think, right now. Certainly something to think about. Morale, melee attack and defense for all Bretonnian Ghost Knights. How are we gonna get more Bretonnian Ghost Knights, game? I don't think it's possible. Yeah, unfortunately not. So that upgrade is useless, most likely. Egocentric characters or leadership. This is just powering you up, essentially, and debuffing the enemy slightly. Huh, weird that these are combined instead of into separate trees like they normally are. Well, regardless, let's get the Cold Blade for those frostbite attacks. Might as well get the replenished troops in here. As well as... Oh, diplomatic relations +4 with +25 with all factions. It's not bad. Unit capacity for Knights Errant. Can't build those. Blade Master. And I guess hard to hit. You have your ethereals, so... Or do we make you hit harder? Hard to hit or hit harder? Hard to say. Oh, man. Okay, fine. Let's just... We could go 2 and 2, although that makes it seem not as worth it, I gotta admit. I feel like we're gonna upgrade both anyway, either way, so let's just go 2 and 2 for now. 57, 57. I like that more. Alright, let's do that. And then we'll move you out. Now, Silostra, we can't actually summon you yet, but it's only a matter of time, and I guess we will summon you at the Galleon's Graveyard, because we can only build Sirens there. We should upgrade this as well, since we do have the cash. Speaking of cash, do we need to upgrade anything here? No, we are waiting to upgrade the Awakening. Noctilus. If we do one more battle this episode, ooh, you can get to your last rank of Great Cabin. Okay, that's really lovely. We should definitely do that. Even though I would like to get the Dart Launcher as well as some of the other good stuff in here, but... Ooh, Tomb Swarm for all armies faction-wide. We can go that right... Oh, 16? Damn. Okay, now it's gonna take a while, isn't it? Still, having Tomb Swarm accessible to all of our armies faction-wide is still pretty nice. Either way, Nocti, you're gonna attack this. After summoning a couple units, I just realized. You can have, well... I guess temporary units, because they're gonna die most likely. Go here. We need another 20k, please. Raid the Cove. Oh, decisive victory. Okay, this is... Wow, this is considerably weaker than the army just fought. I think we can fight this in regular battle and not even bother with cinematic battle, because I expect that our artillery will be able to destroy most of this. However, because the previous battle was cinematic, obviously I'm going to have to make a cut here and comment over that one. So here comes the cut. There we are, and let's get right to it. Yeah, I really don't expect this to be any kind of difficult, although, you know, I could eat my words. It's happened before, and, you know, it will happen again, most likely. We also have to remember that Noctilus is hurt, although maybe we can start the battle with a nice invocation of Nehek. Most of the artillery duel concerns me. Alrighty, so here's what we need to do. Let's set you guys all up. Bess, you're going to... Well, you're in range no matter where you are, but it's mostly the carronades that we care about. A, being in range, but B, not shooting... Well, I was about to say not shooting through trees, but honestly there aren't that many trees. You guys have the range to pretty much the entire blob of enemies at that, so maybe we even move you further away, like back here. And Bess as well. Like so. And then, well, actually, we probably should move you up here, and then the mortars between you all. We still do want our gunnery whites to be able to be here. There we go. Nice little artillery line. Obviously, the problem with this is that they could get hit by the enemy artillery, so we'll need to target them as fast as possible. Gunnery whites, hopefully you also don't now interfere... No, I just want to move the gunnery whites. Don't interfere with our artillery. There we go. Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to move you. I wanted to move the gunnery white.
Bones and flesh.
Wait, what? I'm moving the wrong... unit. Move you, and move... Ah, for the love of... Why must you be so difficult to select? Just trying to set this up. I don't think this is going to be a difficult battle. Why you gotta take your time. There we go. Okay, that should be good. All of you are going to be a single group. Let's say group 2. Noctilus, you're going to be up front. Let us also set up our zombie pirates. Let's go 2 here. Let's say 2 here, 1 here. Probably should set up them in a little bit better of a line. Ooh, yeah, no, there's a hill there, which they'll have trouble targeting over, so let's do that. Graveguard, you can wait back here, although I do expect that they will come to us. In fact, we know that they'll come to us, because they have a lot more Graveguard than we do. And then set you up right here, and then you, I guess, can go here. Need to be able to fire between our units here, although I think you guys should be able to achieve that. Noctilus out front, please, and I do believe that's all of our units. I just want to make sure that you guys don't have skirmish mode on. Noctilus can't skirmish because he's not a ranged unit, and let's get to it. Start deployment. You start immediate ballistics calibration, and then best target right here. Mortars target right... No, wait, best retarget, fire on this, fire on the carronades. Are these mortars? Yeah, okay, carronades, fire on this, you can't reach them. Mortars, you also can't reach them. Oh, that's not so great. Okay, it'll be all Bess and carronades then. Is this another... No, it is an enemy mortar, so they are going to move in. Okay, well, target the enemy mortars then. And let's also probably use some of our abilities here. 1, 2, 3, come on, hit. There we go. Did some very nice damage to the enemy depth guard here, and let's probably fire again in a few seconds like so. They moved away from that a little bit. Ooh, and Bess is absolutely ripping apart the enemy artillery. You should probably heal yourself, buddy. And I also want our Necrofex Colossus to fire on these Depth Guard. Honestly, I want all the Depth Guard to be fired on, but there we go. Bess, I think it's time to switch targets. Let's also get another Enchanted Ballistics going and give Bess more powder so that she doesn't run out. You guys move in. And, whoa, no. Did I just order the wrong? I did just order the wrong, you know, my bad. I wanted you to summon some units here to block off those Graveguard. I wanted you guys... Wait, Bess, who are you firing on now? Wait, you can fire on... I was about to select some Graveguard. Maybe get at least one shot on those Graveguard. Mortars, switch targets to all the ranged enemies here. And then carronades, well, I would also like you to fire on Graveguard, but I'll be dead soon. And let's get some of these Zuffbar 42-pounders. Now, the 42-pounders are actually better against Graveguard because they're armor-piercing damage as opposed to regular types of damage. Ooh, Bess, fire into this blob here. Might dish out a crazy amount of damage. And there we go. Oh, looks like Depth Guard with polearms are going to charge in. We're going to counter that, hopefully, with our own Depth Guard, who are going to take a while to get here. Well, whatever. It is what it is. Carronades, you need to switch targets now, I think. Let's say here, mortar here, and mortar to another ranged unit. Best keep doing what you're doing. Noctilus, do you need another heal? Do you want to use something on somebody? Let's rip apart this unit of Depth Guard, shall we? Right here. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be a very difficult battle. There we go. Some shots fired, quite literally. I can't believe I've never said that yet. That's not like me. Not like me at all. Alright, let's get another shot going in. There we go. That's a nice spell. Does a lot of damage each time. Another one coming in here. And these Depth Guard are still alive. How are our own Depth Guard doing? Are they ripping apart the enemy Depth Guard with polearms? It looks like they're doing reasonably well. Let's keep firing. But the battle is just about over. Just gotta make sure that Queen Bess doesn't actually kill all of us. It's always a possibility. You guys go after that zombie powered deckhands mob, please. And battle should be just about done, minus this one unit of ours that's gonna get killed. All of you, fire on, let's say, this unit of Depth Guard. Doesn't really matter. They're all gonna be dead soon. I probably could have done another Enchanted Ballistics as well, just for the increased accuracy. Not that we really needed this one. Oh, wow, you guys were actually melting? My bad. I did not think that that would happen. I thought that our Depth Guard would kill ya. Huh. Oh, and maybe it's the hand cannons that did it. Actually kind of surprised there. Oh, well. And Depth Guard keep fighting while those guys clearly are done for. And the battle should be just about over. There we go. Oh yeah, watch that artillery storm. Yeah, this battle much easier when we don't have to fight a couple of, or 3 rotting Leviathans at once. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to say that this was auto-resolvable, but, you know, who knows what we would have, how much damage we would have taken. Let's also repair Rodimus Prime while we're at it, or heal up Rodimus Prime, rather. You guys, don't fire, because you'll most likely hurt Noctilus. Oh, I probably should have healed up the Depth Guard. In fact, what I probably should have done is waited and done a maxed out Invocation of Nahek on all of you, but whatever, too late. I'll just have Noctilus kill this guy. Nope, he'll just crumble apart. Alrighty, well, Noctilus, I'm sure, is nonetheless happy, and the battle, easy little decisive victory. As we suspected, lost a couple garbage units, but all of our gun lines survived, so I'm reasonably happy with that as well. We can just resurrect the 2 units we lost, because those are the 2 units we lost last time. Minus the Chevron zombie pirate gunnery mob, but whatever. No biggie. 255 kills on the Queen Best. Let's see how much damage that actually translates to. Not a lot of value out of the enemy artillery, I gotta say. And 35k. With very minimal control, I think I'm pretty darn happy with that. You guys, you want to take some money this time, or you want to keep healing? You know what, let's keep healing, because we are going to go to another Skull Island, I guess, next episode. A Riddle of Drakira. In Pirate Cove, what do we have here? Gon Falon of the Green Hands. Missile strength +5, reload time reduction, and ammunition. While I think we know who this is going to. What is this, by the way? Is this an item, or is this a... No, I actually can't tell what that is. It's a banner, yes, okay. I thought it was a banner. This is immediately going to go to Queen Bess. No substitute for experience. Enthusiasm goes a long way. I suppose this could also go on Noctilus, but to be honest, well, not yet, but when he has his Necrofax Colossus, which is fairly soon, 1 level away, it would still probably be better off on Bess. Yes. This will go on Noctilus, though. Imagine if we could put this on Bess. Because clearly, if anything needs more power-ups. Alright, ooh, and we finally get Invincible Fleet, the constant augment for himself if he gets a little bit hurt. Yes. Wait, it's the opposite. If he is in full HP, he gets a lot of buff. So it's disabled if hit points are less than 75%. Okay. He's unbreakable. He has overzealous attack ability, leadership +5 for all armies, as well as a number of uses for Bloody Wave. What does Bloody Wave do? Well, that'll be interesting. Definitely something we can try out, but unfortunately we'll have to try it out next time, because this time we are indeed out of time. The first thing we will do next time, however, is head to that Skull Reef. In fact, I was about to say we go into March stance or full speed stance, but no, we want to build up our cabin, especially now that we have more money. Wow, wait, what the hell happened here? Who's destroying you guys? I do wonder. Ooh, I also noticed that you guys are getting... Noctilus is finally coming back to the Vampire Coast. He's been away from this place for a while. I guess he can return, kill Lokir Felhart, and then move on finally to Sartosa, so that the Sartosans can join us as well. Now, you have Pyromaniac. Let's get you upgraded before we call this episode here. I feel like we go for the missile strength buff at first, and then proceed afterwards to the various ammo buffs. Another point into gunsight, please. Gunsight, rather. Gotta pay attention to your immortality buffs, though. Not quite there yet. Anyway, this is what I wanted to do so that I did not forget. You are going to get your cabin upgraded to the max level. Plague duration reduction. But how would a plague even work on zombies? Huh. Interesting idea, but anyway, great cabin there and nothing else we could get. Luther Harkon, you're going to get some fights next time, and oh, you can upgrade your cabin as well. Yeah, might as well. Everybody, cabins for everybody, I guess. Whipstaff, sure. Reduce the upkeep. We do kind of need that right now, to be honest. And all the money, I believe, is spent, minus Mr. Robert Bartholomew. You need more upgrades here? I mean, I guess. We really wanted to. We can start upgrading stuff. Why not? While we have the cash. Ooh, and we do have more Vampire Fleet Captains available if we want them, including one that gives us research. I did want to send out another one to establish even more pirate coves, although, I mean, at least 2 establishing pirate coves, but we can also send them out to gather various treasures. We have a lot of... Riddles of Ranald that are really far away, although this one is very much in reach. Oh, wait. Wendy, wait, just so I don't forget this as well. Wendy, you're gonna grab this one. I actually can't quite tell where it is, though. Looks like it's here somewhere, maybe in Hotek's column. Alrighty, well, we'll send you down here, then. It's either here or here, I couldn't quite tell. But anyway, I'm glad I just checked that. We'll probably summon another one of these Vampire Fleet captains at the start of next episode, and we'll send them out to start gathering those riddles and stuff. I'm just thinking, would it be better to send out a gunnery wight to be able to steal tech at the same time? Probably yes, but we don't have any more gunnery wights available right now to build anyway, so that's not something that's a possibility. Anyway, as I said, calling it here, most likely more elf killing next episode, as it will be very much in the cards that we end up attacking the Blessed Dread. Oh, I also want to point out that it will probably have to get into an eventual war with Lord Scroll, who does kind of like us right now, but the trade value is basically non-existent. Wow, all this Caven like us. Go figure. But anyway, Teclis has to die, and even if Teclis dies, we can't leave the Blessed Dread carrying these provinces around. I do hope that Lokir Felhart himself, however, does show up so that we can kill him and get the nice buffs from him before he dies. And other than that, we will also have another Skull Island battle next episode as we start sailing down here with Count Noctilus, so stay tuned for both of those. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback in regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. Soon we shall summon Silostra as well. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.